Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union, KMPDU, has thrown its weight behind Health Cabinet Secretary SIGNET Duale over a controversial policy restricting the licensing of foreign doctors from outside the East African community. The union says the move is necessary to protect local health workers and curb exploitation, claiming some health facilities have been using foreign medics as cheap labor by paying them mediocre salaries. As Elizabeth Atieno reports, the government insists only foreign doctors with rare and unavailable skills will be allowed to practice in Kenya.
On Wednesday, Health Cabinet Secretary SIGNET Duale announced that the government will prioritize the licensing and deployment of qualified Kenyan doctors as opposed to foreign doctors.
We are not renewing the license of foreign doctors. We will only allow a foreign doctor to practice in our country if that foreign doctor has a specialty that is not found in our country.
Thursday, the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union KMPDU has backed Duale's directive, stating that the 3,000 foreign general practitioners licensed in Kenya within the past 4 years were not recruited to address genuine skill gaps, but have been targeted by some private hospitals as vulnerable workforce to be exploited.
Far too long, the medical profession in Kenya has been treated as a frontier for profiteering, at the expense of human dignity, professional ethics, and lawful labor standards. Today, as KMPDU, we declare unequivocally that the era of treating doctors as cheap, disposable labor is over.
The ongoing uproar about the licensing of foreign medics in the country has reminded Kenyans of the 2017 controversial recruitment of 120 Cuban doctors to bridge the human resource gap in Mandera, Wajir, Isiolo, Lamu and Vihiga counties, but were later withdrawn from these counties due to security reasons. The arrival of the Cuban doctors caused jitters among local health practitioners.
And instead of them teaching us, I think we taught them more. And as KMPDU should be billing Cuba for teaching their doctors. Secondly, we all know the kind of medical misadventures they engaged in here. This issue of self-hate, where we think that foreigners are better than the locals, must stop.
However, the policy does not apply to countries within the East African community to allow for regulated professional mobility among partner states.
And we'll only allow foreign doctors who are from within the East African community.
But in as KMPDU, we have to say that as much as the EAC Corporation allows them to come here, we will not compromise on quality.
The main specialties with a notable presence of foreign doctors in Kenya include orthopedics, general surgery, oncology, cardiology, ophthalmology or eye surgery, and emergency medicine.
And we have to make it clear that as KMPDU, we are not against foreigners working in Kenya. We also have doctors working abroad, but they do so under stringent measures.
KMPDU now says it will commence a comprehensive nationwide enforcement campaign to ensure 100% compliance of the policy by both public and private health facilities. Elizabeth Atieno, TV 47, Nairobi.
Now,